What's happening in FRL F2?
Not important.
F1, sorry. FRL F1. Not important because we are here for TFRL B League Round 12 in Hungary. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TFRL B League Round 12 here in the Magna Nederet region of the beautiful region of Hungary. We're at the Hungaroring for tonight's Grand Prix. I'm JamesHead14 and I'm going to be one of your commentators this evening, lead commentator and F1 coordinator. Joining me in the commentary box is Elliot F6. Good evening. Present indeed, and already looks like we've got a great attendance with 16 drivers turning up already, which is fantastic. I've got the standings up now, so let's get that out of the way first. It's actually quite tight, actually, at the top of the standings, with Niels on 130 points leading the championship, with Deneen in second after 2 straight wins on 121 points. Superhero, not sure if he's attending tonight. He is commentating on FRL. Glocky has just came across by saying Billy's on a 1 bar. Is that you lagging, or is that me? Yeah, I'm turning them off right now. There we go. Right, let's get some more invites out. I'm sorry that you can't hear my thingy. But Glock on 86 points to come back to the standings. Superheroes on 95 in third. Glock's on 86. Lick's on 85. Storm on 85. That is a very close battle for third in the championship. And it could go anywhere, really, with that. Fidgin Dragon on 67. Rocco on 64. Toad on 55 and Wild Little Billy on 46, rounding off the top 10. Goldie back tonight. Good to see him back after his win in Australia and his 4th place in China. He's in 11th on 37. Reb on 32. Stinner Winner on 25. Jacko on 25 and old Stephen on 25. And that's the top 15. And the standings are up on Discord, and I hope they're going to be made available within the chat. I don't think they have been. But I'm sure somebody can do that after this race. Right, James Killer, Jamie Boy. I'm just looking through my list that I've got. Right, I'm going to invite Pelly in as well. He was a P-Win offline, which is not great at all. But a great attendance. 16 drivers. If you could join now, it's 7 o'clock. I'll be much appreciated. We'll just wait for you and then we'll get going. I think where did I get up to in my thingy? Storm. VSR Francis is doing time trial in Hungary. Sadly, he's not joining tonight. Right, that is pretty much everyone that's online. So let's get invites out to. I don't think that was picked up on stream, luckily. So, in case anybody did hear that, that was not on my end. That was on Mr. F6's end. Where, yeah, I mean, he's just killed somebody, basically. He has just killed somebody, quite literally, on GTA. Lucky, beat my wife, indeed. Anyways. Mads, let's get Pelly an invite out, and then once Pelly's in, and then once you're in, we can go. There's Pelly, there we go, lovely. And big thank you to Toad, who was hosting this lobby tonight, who is in the Renault. Beyond Voss, if you are listening to the stream, you can go Renault if you want. For tonight, because we were obviously going to have another driver that is going to remain a mystery until we thingy. Mr. F6 knows who he is, though. We're not going to say it over stream. And I'm going to check the comments in the meantime, because there's quite a few flooding in.
Ooh.
Where is Mads in the standings? Fitchin Dragon saying he hasn't practiced.
Oh, well, that's concerning.
Right, where is Mads in the... Oh, what's happening?
Give me 1 sec, I'll be back.
Okay.
Party invite, please.
Okay. Matt, he is on 14 points behind Bjorn Voss on in 20th position. So that's where you are. What we'll do is I'll put out a message.
Twice.
Oh,
Oops.
oh, we've started. Oh shit,
What?
we've started. I didn't even request anybody to start. Oh dear. Oh no, I haven't even gone into spectator mode. Oh shite. Oops.
So this is a good start.
This is an absolutely brilliant start. I mean, the same guy, the Hammercat42. I mean, I'm sorry if you're watching this. I'm not going to be joining because I'm actually commentating. If you can please respect that, I'd be much appreciated. But let's have a look at. What do you think? James didn't go spectator. I know I didn't. I'm so sorry. I'll retire as soon as the session comes up. We don't want any F1 logos appearing on the screen like I just did. Dry qualifying by the looks. Oh, let me have a look. Let me give you an insight into the weather actually. It's going to be dry qualifying.
James Kelly's asking, do we leave?
No, we don't leave.
Oh. What the hell? The session no longer exists.
Close the application, restart it. I can give you another invite, luckily. With me not being in spectator. I could go out the track at this point. Yeah, and dry race by the looks as well. I'll give you an invite, and I'll give Pelly an invite. This is the benefit of me having not been in spectator. I can give everyone backup invites, which is what I'll do. I could do that from now on, but what about if we get a full grid? Right, let's get Pelly in. I'm going to give Jamie Boy an invite as well. I'm going to give Pelly an invite. Pelly's not appearing online, which is strange. I know he said he might be able to join at the end of qualifying, so I'll give him an invite anyways. I do apologise if you can see this on your screens. Right, there we go. You should have an invite as well. I'm going to retire from the session and then get into qualifying for the Hungarian Grand Prix. I was going to say the Hungaroring Grand Prix there, which would have been a bit strange. Not many drivers out on track. We've got Deneen, Storm, Rocco, Fidgin Dragon and Glock that are on track at the minute.
I was blue bar for everyone that time except for Billy, who was one bar.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're just going to ignore the fact that I said blue bar.
Blue bar. Is that where the connection actually, like, it's like no bars showing up on the right hand side when you join the lobby? Let's just have a look, because I think Deneen is behind Fidgin Dragon. Yeah, he is. So Fidgin Dragon coming around the final corner. He is about to start his lap on the medium compound of tyres. Quite a variation in tyre choices at the minute. 16 drivers excluding me out on track at the minute. We did see... Would actually help. Oh, what is happening with your thingy? This is what happened with me last night, and I managed to get in.
Right, one sec.
Right.
Send me invites, as many as you can do.
I will. Fidgin Dragon going through the left-hander there. Nice, through the first sector. I think that was a 27.5 through the first sector for Fidgin Dragon. in the Toro Rosso. He has got a teammate tonight in Ezra Glock, who I will offer the full seat, a full seat to him after this race. He is still a reserve, as is Bjorn Voss, I may add as well. Bjorn Voss has gone into Renault, so I think that might be wise if I actually put one of them two into Renault. But at the minute, Fidgin Dragon coming around the final two corners now here at the Hungaroring. Of course, we had Kazizel getting snatched off pole by Wiselig very late on, so let's see how these drivers can do. Losing control of the car through the final corner, actually. Fidgin Dragon coming up towards the line. It's a clean lap, and he set a 1:19.1, which is quite a way off the level of laps that were being set last night in A-League. I think last night's time was a 1:15 on the set of ultras, and already there Rocco 1:16.5, so already near that threshold of a 1:15 coming into the session. Told on the softs at the minute. I think we can go on board with Deneen, who's actually came into the pits. Let's not go on board with him. Let's go on board with Storm coming around the final corner in the Mercedes. He hasn't got a teammate, because that's Goldie in the Williams. Storm just going third there. Glock on the medium 17.9 in the Toro Rosso. So the two Toro Rosso starting second and fourth. As it stands, the yellow flag in Sector 3 is James Killer, just splits Storm and Fidgin Dragon there. Lixer out on his outlap as well. Not sure if that was lag from old Stephen or if that was just his line. Either or. Look, very, very strange indeed, but old Stephen now actually backing off his lap, so he must have been validated there. Let's have a look at the returning Goldie in the Williams. Taking it nice and easy through the middle sector. Again, not another driver going for a lap. He probably can go quicker than this. And that must be invalidated, obviously, if he was going onto one. Niels coming through the middle sector. Now, we did see quite a few spinners. There was a safety car period last night. If anybody hasn't actually caught up on the race last night, there was a safety car period in the race. Which messed over one AZR Glock in this lobby, because he was competing last night. He spun under the safety car restart, right when the safety car was restarting, so hopefully we don't get a repeat of that. And just for the benefit of doubt, I'm going to put a top three in there. We'll just watch Niels, however, on his lap. This is looking like a 1:17, 1:18 for Niels, coming around the final corner now in the Red Bull. Championship leader. Coming across the line, 18.6, and pops into 5th place, just behind James Killer. So again, that threshold just being set there. But Rocco, 16.5, setting the quickest time on the ultra soft compound of tyre. However, Lixer on a lap. Just coming through the middle sector, the S section. Glock. Somebody has just jumped up there. I think that might have been Toad going third. I think Toad has just gone third there ahead of Storm. Definitely somebody's just jumped up there quite a way. Lixer in the McLaren though, coming around the final two corners now. Let's see what he can set. Now he has been missing quite a few races as Lixer, but I mean, if he wasn't missing these races, would he actually be a championship contender? I have got to say yes, he would. He's got the pace in qualifying, and he's coming up to the line now and sets a 1:18.2, so he has gone 5th. Just ahead of old Stephen, who's actually on the soft compound of tyre, and that is a Sauber off. Has that been a crash between a... That was Deneen off, and that looked like it was Niels as well. Oh, sorry, it was old Stephen, so I'm not sure what's happened there. Not sure if both of them spun. No, whatchamacallit, no 5-second stop goes for anyone, so it must have been an individual moment for both of them, and obviously he'll be coming in the pits. Goldie has just gone second in the Williams, just to point out there. So nice lap from him on the softs. Quickest of the soft runners at the minute, who are currently Toad, old Stephen and James Killer, who have all set laps. Let's have a ride on board with Reb coming around the final corner. I think he's just preparing for a lap, so let's take you on board a lap of the Hungaroring here with AZR Reb, one of the B-League drivers. Two AZR drivers in this lineup tonight. AZR Glock, of course, Ryan McLaughlin, and AZR Reb coming into turn 2 at the bottom of the hill. Highest point on track actually is the first corner. because they run downhill. Red now coming up towards the end of the first sector, and that's a respectable 27.8. He is on the mediums, he's gone wide. Don't want to be taking too much speed through there. Not sure if he's picked up an invalidated lap. Nearly going for a bit of a half spin. Rocco, current provisional pole sitter, just going on to an outlap as well. But out of everyone that has set times, it's Rocco who's on top, and his Ferrari teammate Red going on a lap at the minute. Let's see what he can do through this middle sector. You want to be aiming for around a 55 through this middle sector and really trying to tack the car through the middle sector. Reb now coming through the final 3 corners. He's now the second to last corner. Looks like he might have a Sauber ahead of him. There's obviously no other Force India out on track. That looks like it's a... Oh, sorry, it's a Haas coming in the pits. That looks like White Little Billy or Mads coming in the pits. Reb now coming across the line, and he is going to set a 1:19.2. So he's at the back of the field, but it is a lap on the board. Mainly everyone else not on a lap. Glock taking it very steady going through the first sector. And in fact, he has gone second, a second behind Goldie. So that's why he's going. So he's just came off a lap. So here's our Glock now in second. As we cut back to the broadcast cam, I will get some invites out to my co-commentator if he is online. He is not online, so you're stuck with me for now, I'm afraid. But hopefully everyone is enjoying the commentary, and I do apologise for giving out these invites in advance. But, I mean, I need to learn how to be a spectator, obviously. 13 viewers watching, thank you very much for tuning in. To anyone that might be new to TFRL and what we do here. And Rocco on top with a 16.5 on an ultra soft compound of tyre. And just for anyone that might be new actually to F1, the cars are running 3 sets of tyres here tonight. The ultra softs and the mediums. The ultra softs is the quickest of the 3 compound of tyres that are on offer here tonight, but they do wear a lot quicker than the other 2 compound of tyres, the softs and the mediums. The soft is the middle of the 2 compound tyres, and it is one of the tendencies to go on a one-stop strategy around here. Whilst most drivers, especially in A-League last night, went on the medium compound of tyre, that is the 3rd compound of tyre that is on offer. It's the slowest of the compound of tyre, but it degradates a lot slower compared to the other 2 compound of tyres. So that's a little bit of a guide there. Rocco has just gone quicker with a 16 flat, nearly breaking into the 15s there, so that's good to see. As we have a look on board with somebody starting a lap, it's Lixa starting a lap, going down to turn 2. On the soft compound of tyre, now not on the medium. Storm has just gone second on the soft compound of tyre, well, the one's 17.1. It might be shown that he has got mediums on the left-hand side of the screen. That is definitely not the case. He's on the yellow wall soft compound of tyre, which is the middle of the 3 compound tyres. And hopefully you did like that little tyre jargon buster that I did there. Lixa now coming into the final corner. Oh, Jim's Killer's just gone third on a set of ultras, so only a 10th off Storm. It's quite a respectable lap there. Lixa now coming round the final, into the final sector now, and he is on an absolute flyer here. Looking at the middle sector, that looks like it was a 55.2 through the middle sector. As Lixa now comes up towards the final 2 corners. As Billy retires from the session, he's not going to get a lap in. That's a yellow flag in sector 3, so I'm not sure if he's retired in the pits. Green flag showing Lixa coming across the line. He has gone 4th, so McLaren's breaking out on the 2nd row of the grid at the minute, with James Killer and Lixa 3rd and 4th. Right, I'm just going to give a party invite. I'm not sure if he's got one, but I'll give him one anyways. He is on the game. I have given him an invite, so he should be joining us back very, very soon. 16 viewers, thank you very much for tuning in once again to TFL A-League. And let's give you a little look into some of the guys that might be further down the field at the minute. Deneen and Bjorn Voss are the 2 that are yet to set laps. Bjorn Voss will be looking to set a lap here, the Dutchman, in the Renault, taking over from the now absent David Wallbank. Unless we speak about him. Bjorn Voss now coming around the final corner. I think this is just a banker for him. And in fact, an invalidated lap of a 1:19.5, and obviously given his pace he can go a lot quicker, as can Deneen. Championship hope, he's right at the end of his lap and he goes second with a 16.8. 8/10 off Rocco, and that is really, in theory, the time that you've got to try and jump up to try and get to Rocco. So between the mediums and the softs, it's going to be around nearly a second difference pace-wise, and then it's another 8/10 jump up to the ultra soft compound of tyre, which Deneen will probably be going on for the end of this stint. Most of the drivers obviously opting for the softs and the mediums tonight at the minute. Let's go back on board with Bjorn Voss and see how he's looking through the middle sector. He is running out of fuel, so I wouldn't be surprised if he is actually coming in the pits. Bjorn Voss looking very good, actually, very tidy, very neat, quicker than Lixa through there as well, I've got to be honest, and he is on a lap. Not on the ultras, as you can see on the tyre graphic on the left hand side. He is on the soft compound of tyre. Bjorn Voss now reaching the end of his lap in the Renault, just skirting across the grass there a little bit, trying to take as wide angle as possible into the corner. Bjorn Voss now on the run up to the line, and he has gone behind Lixa, so just lost a little bit, maybe with that little grass skirt right at the end of his lap. So Bjorn Voss has just gone 6th, and out of everyone bar Billy, they've all set laps, with 3.2 seconds separating the top 15 drivers out on track. What I'd like to do now is have a look at the comments, as Goldie has just gone 2nd actually in the Williams. So just as I was about to cut to the comments there, Goldie has gone 2nd, so a very nice lap from our returning driver, who obviously works for the 5-time champs Mercedes and for at the garage in Brackley, and hopefully he has had a great season in real life F1. Now it's back to business in TFRL B League, and I'm sure he'll be chomping at the bit to try and get back into the swing of things and make up for lost time, because he is such a good driver to have in B League. He hasn't made half the races that he should have been making, but still, it's great to have him in. As we'll cut back on with Deneen, he's on the soft compound of tyres. I'm not sure if he's on a lap. He's 1.1 seconds down, so that's giving me an indication that he's going on into the pits. And Storm looks like he's on a lap. Currently in 5th with a 1:17.1. Let's have a look at the comments that are coming through on the thingy. K and K Doff forgot about A-League yesterday. Don't worry about A-League yesterday. You can watch it back on the stream, and it's much appreciated if you do. Storm, though, however, coming through the middle sector. And this is a very rapid middle sector, I've got to say. This could be possibly a provisional pole from Storm, dare I say it. Coming into the final 2 corners now. He's got a Ferrari ahead of him, which I think is Reb out on track. He looks like he might be on a lap as well, or either preparing for a lap to begin. Storm coming around the final corner, getting very wide, and in fact, I think has he given up? That is very, very strange indeed from Storm. He must have been he's probably thought, oh shit, James is coming on board with me, I better back off my lap. That's what he's probably been thinking there. Hopefully that's not the case. He was looking like he had a great lap there. Neil's coming around the final corner. Championship leader set to 17.4, so only going 8th at the minute, but he can make up for it in the race. Obviously with the dry race that has been predicted by the conditions on the screen, as I showed you earlier on, Niels likes to have intermediate conditions ideally for him to be at his best. He hasn't got that tonight, but that's not meaning to say that anything could happen up front. We have got rid of the bad drivers, I've got to say, in the league, so this should be one of the best nights of racing probably in TFRL B League. What Goldie does, he works as an engineer in the Brackley base of Mercedes, so he's part of the critical infrastructure into that team, working here in Britain. He has had the chance of going. Somebody has just jumped up there. I think it was Reb jumping up to 10th. It was Reb just coming across the line. Soft compound of tyre lap there from Reb. 1:17.8. 3.1 seconds separating the top lads. Fidgeting Dragon, Storm clearly think they can't get up on a lap. And I think Goldie's going to be last across the line to actually go onto a lap. So we're right on board with Lixa. Coming through the middle sector. On the ultra soft compound of tyre, Rebo and Lixa's gone miles wide. That is surely not going to be an improvement. He might be continuing with this. S-Boy retiring as well. I may say we've got 3 AZR drivers in this. I forgot that S-Boy is in the academy team. So it's good to have so many AZR drivers coming in, and Lixer is coming in the pits after his, what seemed like an invalidation. AZR Glock, though, in the meantime, coming around the final 2 corners. In the Toro Rosso, Lixer retires from the session. Anybody of note that is going to be jumping up? Keep an eye out on Rocco and Goldie, because they're the only 2 really that have set a great lap on the Ultras. Glock now coming around the final corner. This is looking like 3rd place for him. Oh, he's gone 5th with a 16.8. So only 16,000 separating Deneen, James Killer and Glock. I think that was it was Mads coming across the line. Doesn't improve. Oh, Stephen, there's a McLaren getting out of the way there. That was James Killer, who's run out of fuel. Toad now on the run up to the line. He's invalidated, and no improvement for Toad, which is quite rare to see. James Killer, Goldie, Rocco. It's Rocco, James Killer, Goldie, so we'll go in that order. Rocco coming around the final corner. Can he break into the 15s in the Ferrari? Coming across the line, and this is looking good. Rocco! Oh, it's a 16.1, and he goes close. It's now James Killer coming in the pits. Goldie's the only one that can set a quicker time, but I don't think he is. Coming across the line, he doesn't improve. He's off by 200ths in the end. So Rocco takes pole position here in the Hungaroring. Goldie in 2nd, and Deneen starting 3rd on the soft compound of tyre, with James Killer, Glock, Storm, Stephen, Lixer, Bjorn Voss and Niels. Then it's Reb, Toad, S-Boy, Mads, Fidgin Dragon, Wadler Billy. Just ignore that guy at the bottom. He might be commentating or something. I don't know about him. But let's have a look, see if my co-commentator is going to be rejoining us here tonight. He's not online, which is quite strange. Not ideal. Hopefully we might be able to get somebody in at last minute, at last note. Otherwise you're going to be stuck with me. I've got XP, brilliant. So again, a second run down of the order as we go into thingy. Using AI should be banned. S-Boy's AI was on the racing line. It's not really the driver at fault, to be honest, if I've got to say so myself. But anyways, another run down in the order with Rocco and Goldie filling out the first 2 positions, with Deneen, James Killer and Glock running off the top 5. It's Storm, Stephen, Lixer, Bjorn Voss and Niels. Good Dutch contingent there, starting in the 5th row of the grid. So they round off the top 10. Reb, Toad, S-Boy, Mads, Fitchin, Dragon, top 15. Widel Billy, the only other driver not to set a lap. And then, I don't know who that is at the bottom with that C rating. But let's have a look at your coming through. Now, I didn't make a prediction in the qualifying, so I'm going to leave that to the race. I'm going to predict the result. Hopefully, I did get it right last night with Matt Tibos winning on penalties, it may be add. But Matt Tibos did win last night in... and I wish I could actually retire from the session. I wish I could actually retire from the session and yeah, so you're going to have to see me driving a little bit for now, which I hope you don't mind, but that's what the perks of spectator mode. So let's just have a look around. There's people getting ready to start this race. Look absolutely miserable, they do. Goodness me, I hope they're more excited than that for the action. Now, I do apologise in advance if I do miss the start. Not ideal. Kitchen Dragon already launching in front of me. Everyone now going on to their formation lap. And retire. Let's just warm up the tyres a little bit. I could crash off and crash into Billy, but that's not what I'm like. Glock has been disqualified from the session. I think Fidgin Dragons just went into somebody there as well, or nearly went into somebody. Actually, what I'll do is I'll give you a rundown of the fuel mixtures and everything. Give you a little bit of an insight into that. Currently I'm running standard fuel mixtures.
Radar
so
is clear,
actually,
weather is looking good for now.
3 fuel mixtures, if I apologise for my engineer coming over me. Jeff, I don't know what you're doing there. But yeah, lean mixture on my car at the minute, which is the slowest of the 3 fuel mixtures. Then you've got standard, which is the fuel mixture in the middle, Billy nearly going into Fidgeting Dragon, and Rich Fuel Mixture as well, as my co-commentator has rejoined.
Represent.
Have you got your internet sorted and everything?
Yeah. All to see, fine and dandy.
Good. I hope you can get in the lobby before we start this race, because I mean, I'm driving around on the formation map at the minute.
Right.
Whoa! Goodness me! Nearly went in the Billy. Jesus. Oh, Billy! No, I've touched Billy!
What she said.
Oh, he didn't even get removed off the grid. That's terrible, that.
Did you?
I got removed off the grid for touching the back of Billy. Clearly both cars go off. Anyways, I'm going to try and retire before the race begins. I hope I can retire. I hope. Come on. That's it. I can't retire. I'm going to have to start the race and then retire, which is great. Everyone's off, right? And I'm off to retiring. They are off and racing. Billy launching from the start pretty slowly there, keeping out of harm's way. And now we go into turn one with Rocco in from Goldie going around the outside of turn one. I think there's been a little bit of contact in behind, but Goldie and Rocco come side by side out of turn one. There is a little bit of contact, bit of scrimmaging further down. I think Fidgeting Dragon and Storm might have been caught up on that. I know Niels has dropped down quite a few positions as well. But Rocco and Goldie have just gone through. Rocco and Goldie, oh! And Glock's off! James Killer's off as well!
Everyone's off, James. This is going to have to be a restart, James. Everybody's just creamed into everyone.
You're joking? Oh my god.
This will have to be a restart.
Are you sure?
Look, first lap. Yeah, look at the first lap. We've lost 1, 2.
4 drivers?
1, 2, 3, 4 drivers on the first lap.
No safety car or VSC, so...
I feel like there was a huge... Everyone brake checked on the exit of turn 1. I would like to call a restart.
You'd like to call a restart, right. See what everyone says in the comments. Check what everyone's saying in the chat. As Rocco still leads on Goldie. I'm not sure who was the cause there, as we've got actually a battle between Storm and Fidgeting Dragon further down the order, so that's right on board with that. Let me just have a check on the
I'm just calling
comments.
should I call the restart or ask if they want to do a restart?
Lixer would like a restart, or Stephen would like a restart. Toad would like a restart. Right, we're going to restart the rest then, if that's the case.
Yep, restart.
Looks like the majority of drivers are saying restart. Which is a shame. I mean, for Rocco and Goldie, I think... Oh, yeah. I mean, 4 drivers are in the pit. I think it's better. Well, yeah. It's definitely better if we call a restart. What we can do is just stay in the lobby. Nobody leave. We can just stay in the lobby. Everyone retire from the session, and then we can get back underway as soon as possible. I do apologise for calling the restart in advance, but I think it's the only fairest way, as White Billy just goes for a side thingy. James Killer obviously not listening to me there.
Yeah, I don't
Still
know
retiring. Everyone retire. Everyone retire. Storm's AI getting out of the way there.
Rocco's seen it, he's back right off.
Rocco's seen it, everyone's seen it, everyone's retiring, good.
Here we go.
If nobody retires, oh, Rocco's just creamed it into the wall, goodness me, I saw that. Glock, I'm not sure. He's probably taking the lead and then probably retire,
I think he's seen it. Yeah, he's short shifting, he's seen it.
He's seen it, right, we just need to get Beyond Voss. Oh yeah, Beyond Voss needs to, I'll message him privately. He's done. Oh, lovely. Oh, fantastic. Brilliant.
Do we need to redo qualifying, or will they still be the same positions?
No, we can do grid editor. Now, this is the problem, because Toad, does he know the order?
Take a photo of that. Take a photo of that. Just take a photo of that.
Right, hang on. Right. I'll get the qualifying standings up.
I got the photo of the thingy.
Send it to Toad in a private message, and then tell him to set the order like it is on there. Onyx is saying, what a race. There's a Toro Rosso that's won, actually. Let's have a look who's won this.
Glocky.
I get XP. I will go into spectator mode. I'll make sure that is under this restart as well. Glock wins, Rocco second, Reb in third. Now, if that's anything to go by, I don't think that'll be the top 3, if I've got to be honest. But, yeah, looking down, I don't know who that melon is in 17th place, but...
Absolute melon.
Absolute melon. Yeah, I mean, we lost quite a few drivers in that first lap, and plenty had the pit, so I think it's only fair. I mean, if this was FRL, I'm just saying this for the pure sake of things, if this was FRL, I don't think a restart would have been called. So we put the drivers at heart here, and we go for the restart.
I'll send the poxy messages, come on.
Neil's got brake checked after turn 1.
Yep, that's what I said. Everyone got brake checked.
Reb, can we not try and win the race on corner 1? So it might be Reb that is at fault, but we'll have to have a look at that. My camera angles were absolutely shocking there. Right,
yeah,
let's... Oh, I've readied up, shit. I've gone in spectator mode, shit. Right, let's get more invites out. This might mean we could have a better attendance, actually, with some of the drivers that might not be racing. Actually, is Toad actually watching the stream? Is it sent right? Oh... He can't, that's the thing. No. Rocco's gone on to FIFA. Rocco's gone on to FIFA. I mean, it is a restart, so... Yeah, I'm inviting everyone, don't worry. Wide load Billy, there we go.
Alright, don't worry about telling Thingy how to do it. Small's done it.
How's he done it?
Small has told Rock, what's his face, how to set the grid.
Oh, has he? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh well. Somebody could tell me, that would be absolutely brilliant. Can we keep the same tyre choices? Deneen has footage of the crash. Please send it in after this restart. That'll be much appreciated.
Hang on, James, I'll be back in the party because I can see Rocco's in another party. I'll get him back.
Well, it's fine, we can leave him. It's fine.
I mean, it's worth just seeing if he'll come back.
If he comes back, that'd be great, yeah.
Okay.
Right. In the meantime, while he does that, I'm going to send out more invites so everyone's got them. And then I can go into spectator mode and then we can get this restart underway. By the way, Toad, if you are listening to me right now, go on host options. It should be the first thing, and where it says qualifying, remove qualifying to none, and then that will be a 50% race. And then once the grid editor has been sorted, that should be that sorted and done. Okay. I mean, it is up to him if he wants to do the restart, so I'm not too fussed. Yeah, oh well. Now, hang on, I've just invited Jack Meyer. Shit. Oh dear.
Right, let me order this food.
Right, I think we can go. I think everything's set, is it?
I don't know what I've been told.
Can somebody type the grid in chat? Right, hang on.
Something, whatever, I'm great.
Let me get it up, let me get it up, let me get it up, let me get it up.
Place order and pay. Security code.
Goldie, Deneen,
Police order.
James,
Campaign out.
Glock, Storm, or Stephen,
Wait, has someone asked for the grid?
Lexa. Yeah, I think he has.
I sent it.
I know he sent it, but I'm putting it in the chat, so... Bjorn Voss, Niels, Reb, not Ebe, Reb, Toad, S-Boy, S-Hoy, no, not S-Hoy, S-Boy for God's sake, Mads, Fidgeting Dragon, Billy. There we go. Should we have same tyres as the first race, or
Has to be, yeah. Niels was called for exactly the same tyres. Everyone has to be on the same tyres.
yeah, everyone go on the same tyres. Make sure that is communicated within the B-League chat. Thank you very much. And let's just get rid of my awful messages that I put in Ebe and S-Hoy. Goodness me.
Oh, fuck, that stinks.
Oh, right. Do you know what? I'm gonna go spectator so we can get this race back started. Goodness me.
I'm in spectator.
No, I'm saying I'm going in spectator.
Oh.
So anybody that isn't missing is missing. Just promote up a position.
I think it's only Rocco that's missing.
It's only Rocker that's missing, right?
No, hang on. There were 17, which means there were 3 slots free. There's now
Who
4.
else has left? Is it Deneen? No, it's not Deneen.
No, 5 slots.
5 slots. Somebody else has left.
Yeah,
Oh
we've
no,
got
it was
2
six.
drivers.
No, it was 16 because I was obviously
of course, yeah.
not in spectator.
Hey, Billy's connection's holding up now as well.
He's on a 3-bar on my end, but I think that's because I'm running Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that'll be you, because I'm seeing 5 bar for Billy.
Oh. I may just apologise if I do go off commentary for like a brief second. It's probably to let my thingy. It looks like we are getting started, or people are ready to get started. Toad's ready, so I think we can go. And if the order has is as what it is that I've just put.
Oh, okay, that shows somebody's pure dedication. So, yeah, definitely be having words after this race.
Who's this? What?
Don't worry, we'll discuss it after the race.
No, tell it to me now.
Rocco.
And what is he saying?
Basically, he's not attending because he's got some pro league or something this evening, and because we're calling a restart, he doesn't want to join.
Well, that's fine. I mean, he will be racing next week, but under a qualifying ban, so...
Strike 1!
It's not strike 1. I mean, I'm to be honest, I'm not really that fussed that he's gone on to thingy. It's only losing 1 driver. That's the thing. I mean, he was the pole sitter. Don't get me wrong, but it's only 1 driver, and we've still got 15 drivers here who are 100% committed and want to
Rocco
do this.
qualified on pole?
Rocco qualified on pole, yeah.
And he's not... Oh, okay, whatever.
Custom weather, yes. Just leave every other setting as it is and just put up the custom grid. Toad's readied up, we can go. I'll put a message in. Right, we should have it.
Oh.
Or we should be starting. Weather is on dynamic, yeah. Oh, you're on a 1 bar. You're on a 1 bar.
Yeah, I know. In the lobby for me.
Uh-oh. Everyone else is on a 5 bar, it's just you that on a 1 bar. There, it's picking up now.
Yeah, mine's just shot back up as well.
Lovely jubbly. Everyone readying up. We do apologise for the... We are going to be going at the small hours of the thingy. Somebody has just joined very late on there. Who's that?
Oh, I'll have a look.
Was that
Oh,
Pelly?
yeah, I've just seen someone else. Pelly was, yeah, Pelly was definitely there.
That might be Pelly then, because that's actually... That has actually given him a second opportunity there.
What?
He's going to get a free free setup as well. So there you go. Half sand dry and half dynamic. I mean, I'm not bothered if it is going to be a wet qualifying session. What race? A what race?
I'm
a wet
hoping
race.
for a wet race.
I'm hoping for a wet race because we might actually see Niels perform to the best of his ability. He didn't in that qualifying session. Let us have a look. It's dry. That is what we like to see. I hope it's going to remain dry for the rest of the session. Now, everyone needs to be in the same positions. And that's the only thing I'm now worried about. I mean, I want to get this race started no matter what, really, so... How many people will start on a stock setup? Who knows? Race 1 dry, so restart should be the same. Well, it looks like it's dry. Everyone ready up? Yeah, it was Pelly that did join, by the way, so that is fantastic. We're back up to 16 drivers. 26 people watching. I'm sorry that you are watching this restart, but we are doing everything we can. And everyone is in the same positions, I think. Goldie, Deneen, James Killer, Glock. Right, let me just run through this.
Hang on, let me get up the...
Hang on, I've got it, it's fine. Goldie, Deneen, James Killer, Glock, Storm, All Steven, Lixer, Beyond Boss, Niels, Reb, Toad, S-Boy, Mads, Fidgetin, Dragon, Billy. Perfect with Pelly at the back. Perfect. Lovely. And is everyone on the same I think they are. Oh, your mic is very laggy. You are really, really lagging. Oh, there we go, and he's left. So, back down to a solo commentary at the minute. But I'm going to set a top 3 as a prediction. I am going to go for... Glock for the win. I'm going to go Deneen second, and I'm going to go Goldie third, with Lexer, Toad, and possibly Fidgeting Dragon very, very close by.
Just not looking good.
Not looking good. I can go solo if you want me to.
I need you to. This is just getting stupid now.
Yeah, I'll just wait until you join the session.
Okay.
Yeah. Just try it again, and then if not, then go solo. I'll go solo. But they come round to the end of the formation up. Niels and Reb, the only ones out of line on this formation up. Everyone wanting to get this restart underway. We can actually go spectating with the guys this time, instead of me having to retire from the back of the grid. With Pelly now joining right at the back in the Force India. Placing me there in the Force India. Rocco, the only one not making it, so we could have had 17 drivers rather than 16. I'm not too fussed about that, if I've got to be honest. Perfect camera angle though for the start. 5 red lights about to go out here for TFRL B League. Reb has got a jump start, but it's lights out and away we go. And a good start from James Killer there on the right hand side of track. Goldie going down through the centre. Deneen going on the left hand side. It's going to be who wants it most into the first corner. Or Stephen diving up the inside trying to make gains already. And Goldie just about holding on to lead. But here comes Deneen round the outside. A much cleaner turn 1 and 2 there from the guys. Good to see. Goldie and Deneen now running round into turn 2. Goldie leads the way, holds on to that lead by about 0.3 of a second. Deneen in second, Lixer now pushing. Two Renaults there getting quite close together. Toad and Bjorn Voss nearly going side by side. Very, very clean opening to this lap, and that is what I like to see. Goldie, Deneen Lixer top through with James Killer or Stephen in behind. Let's get up the position changes early on. 3 positions gained for Toad as Reb has gone round in the background. That was just caught off camera. He has gone round. Not quite sure if he came into contact with somebody or there was a little desync. Hopefully we'll be able to send in footage of that as now Glock looks to try and pass old Stephen, who in turn will try and hold up a little bit of a train in behind, and that is already starting to form with James Killer now getting away in front of him. 4-car train for the lead with Goldie leading from Deneen Lixer, James Killer, who is in a bit of no man's land at the minute, or Stephen Glock Storm, as they all settle down into their rhythms now. At the end of lap 1, Goldie leads by 0.2 of a second from Deneen, who is closing up in the straight line, just going down the forefront of shot there. Glock already getting past, Storm, sorry, trying to get past Glock, round the outside into turn 1, and that was nice driving from Glock there, and a very, very clean opening. Goldie leads by 0.3 of a second. Let's go back on the board with this battle for the lead, because Lixer and James Killer are very close in behind as well. Looks like your connection has improved, because I can hear myself once again, which is fantastic. Goldie leads the way though, looking for his second win. First one was in Australia, of course, round 1 of the TFRL B-League Championship, as James Killer just nearly cuts across the corner there. Just breaking into the back of Lixer almost. Glock still trying to get past old Stephen. He wants to get past and he wants to get on with this race. He is looking very, very feisty. So does Storm as well. Toad just getting caught in the gravel there. Oh, there's huge crash in behind. Saw Toad go for a little bit of a spin, and everyone's caught up in another massive crash. Pelly and Fidgeting Dragon involved. I don't think there was any room for avoidance there, if I've got to be honest. Bjorn Voss has left the session. I think he is desynced out the session, which is not great at all. Massive crash there, all caused by Toad losing it by himself. Not sure if he got caught by Bjorn Voss, which might explain that leave of the session. But up front, Deneen right on the back of Goldie coming into turn 1. Going for a quick switchback. Deneen trying to go for his 3rd win in a row. He's got in front now, and Deneen has got a beautiful move round the outside of turn 1. He gets the move done. He gets it completed. He's on the soft compound of tyre and he leads the way. Yellow flags in sector 1. Not sure who has gone down the field. I think it might be old Stephen that has gone down the field. Relatively clean opening, apart from that little contact there in thingy, as Lixer tries to get past Goldie, who was now struggling on those ultras. Deneen's starting to get away out in front.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, James Killer into the back of Lixer there. Don't know if there's any damage or not.
No damage. He did exactly the same thing last lap around, because he just outbrakes himself going into the corner and nearly forced himself over the curb and cut the corner in turn. But Lixer right on the back of Goldie for second place, 1.3 seconds separating Deneen and Lixer and Goldie, sorry, who is holding up this little train. Glock in behind is now free of old Stephen after his spin. Is Goldie going to be coming in the pits this lap? No, he's not. Oh, Lixer's trying to go down the inside of the final corner. This is a move I've never seen done before here at the Hungaroring, and he just loses control of the car. But I think he's got that done, has he? He has got it done. James Killer trying to get a double toe now in the slipstream of Goldie, trying to thread through the eye of the needle down the middle, but not working out. Lixer and Goldie, brilliant driving between both of them. James Killer just losing the car and losing a position to Glock there in the back of shot. Brilliant move by Lixer though, and he's up to second. Fantastic driving.
Deneen stormed away up in the front.
2.2 seconds. Goldie just overheating those ultras. That is what is causing everyone to be a little way back than per usual. S-Boy trying to get on the back of Billy further down the field for 9th and 10th. However, I'm focusing on board with the battle for 3rd and 4th with Glock right on the back, trying to get past another slow car. Goldie has got to pit this lap ideally, I think, and try. I would go mediums. I would probably go softs and then softs again if I was Goldie, and try and do a 2-stop strategy around here. Reb picking up a 3-second time penalty. Billy and S-Boy, what's going on down there? They're side by side running through the S's. Never gonna work through there. Never.
Billy's slow on exit though. Here comes F-Boy down the
Oh,
inside.
look at Goldie holding up this train. Goldie has got to pit this lap, surely. He's still staying out. Glock has got to get past relatively soon. Blocking the inside there, Goldie, trying to defend the position. And this is holding everyone up. James Killer and Storm. In fact, I think James Killer's holding up Storm a little bit, so the two soft runners trying to get past the two ultra soft runners. Glock there on the outside into turn one. Stormer breaking himself down the inside on James Killer. Beautiful move completed by him. Can Glock get the position done? He just briefly went off track there. He has got to try and commit this late on the brakes. Down the inside, Glock, he's got him. Brilliant move. I do apologise. My mic did unplug there for a slight second. But Glock gets past down the inside of turn two and he's up to third with Goldie holding up that train with Storm and James Killer right on the back. Billy has been in the pits, by the way. He's just came out behind Toad and ahead of Pelly. On the outside? Surely not here. Goldie defending for his life, and he is entitled to. And look at James Killer on the inside of Storm! Oh, brilliant move that is by James Killer! Takes full advantage of Storm being run off in the dirty air. James Killer getting past Storm, wanting this very hard, trying to nick it up the inside. Didn't quite work. Brilliant move by James Killer, and he's going for Goldie again down the inside. Beautiful move again. Brilliant driving. Two cars as Goldie relinquishes into the pits. James Killer, two brilliant moves within the space of about 5 corners. Storm now threatening him. He's coming down the inside, got the run off the corner and easily passed him. So Storm now, I think, free of James Killer, who will have to come in the pits very, very soon. But Deneen leads by 2.
Storm and James Killer.
Yeah, Storm and James Killer, brilliant driving there between the front runners. Deneen 2.2 seconds off in front from Lixer. Glock in third. Is that a predictable top 3 given their pace?
I don't know, it depends on if it rains or not.
I don't think it's going to rain, but who knows? Who knows? Toad setting the fastest lap of the race with a 1:20.1 in the Renault. Both him and Bjorn Voss further down the order. Bjorn Voss did desync. I think him and Toad actually got caught up in a bit of contact, so that might be why Toad caused that collision. Toad just getting past his AI there, and everyone will go up a position. Oh, unbelievable stuff. Has somebody just tried to get into my camera there? Somebody's just tried to get into my camera on my iPad. Which is very, very strange indeed. I'm just checking, just see if anybody's actually at the front door, but they're not. So that is all fine.
That's exactly what I just did.
Deneen. Oh, I think Lixer's actually catching him. Lixer 1.5 seconds off. Let's have a look at the tyre strategies. Both on softs and both probably going for a one-stop strategy as Mad's going for James Killer down the inside. Beautiful move, locks up a little bit. He should get the move done on exit of the corner. Caught on the AstroTurf and James Killer gets easily back through. Mads is going to try and dive it up the inside. This is similar to what we saw with Glock down the inside of turn 2. James Killer was aware of the danger and Mads now through. He's up to 5th place. Nice move.
Oh, James Killer's tyres have gone.
Yeah, he needs to pit. James Killer needs to pit. Ideally, if he lets Niels through, he's got S-Boy about 5 seconds behind him. So if he can try and get to the end of this lap without losing any more positions, or at least letting Niels through, then I think he can go one stop mediums to the end if he can really, really try and push out the tyres. But battle for the lead hotting up. In the meantime, Lixer now a second off. Deneen looks like he's got no pace at all. Now within 6/10, Lixer is flying, and he's saving up his ERS as well. He's got more.
Oh wow, he's on the back of Deneen now.
Yeah, he's on right on the back, double ERS compared to Deneen. Lixer's gone about 55%. I think Deneen's done about 27% coming across the line there. So both drivers, I think James Killer must have heard me. He's let Niels through, and he's in the pits. I wouldn't be surprised if he does go softs and then a set of softs right to the end. So try and do a 2-stop potentially. Let's have a look what set of tyres he's going on. I'm just waiting for it to pop up on my tyre. There, he's gone on the soft compound of... Actually, has he gone on another set of ultras?
Yeah.
He has. Oh. Actually, that's not too bad. He can probably get 17 laps out on the softs, but they're going to be That's a good strategy from him. And he's only came out about 4 seconds behind Goldie, so that's not too bad. He hasn't lost too much time there in that pit stop. Oh dear. Lap 8 out of 35, and we are 1/5 distance here in the Hungarian Grand Prix, not the Hungarian Grand Prix, goodness me. Deneen leading Lixa by 0.8 of a second. Gap is just starting to stabilise, I think, a little bit. The Sauber driver beginning to get a little bit more pace between his tyres. Is trying to win this race. And Deneen actually gone for 3rd win in a row after his wins in Britain and Germany. And he's 2nd in the championship. Neil's down in 6th. At the minute, Deneen is going to be taking the lead of the championship as it stands, but we've still got about 26 laps left, so anything can happen.
We've got James Killer on the back of Reb.
Neil's on the back of Matt. Yeah, he's not close enough. Is he? Ooh, I thought we might have been.
Has got the move done here on Reb. Run down.
Yeah, around the outside. He's going to have to be forced round the outside though. Reb's got speed in that Ferrari. Yeah, just trying to force him all the way to the left-hand side of the track. James Killer should now cut inside, and that is picture perfect round the outside. James Killer up to 9th with another stunning move. Absolutely terrific drive so far from James Killer. Definitely showing why he is possibly a threat going forward in this race. And he's up to 9th. He's chasing down Goldie, who looks like he will be might be trying to get to the end on that set of mediums. So it's all about tactics now. 1.1 seconds. Deneen just extending out the gap a little bit. Cloud beginning to come over on the track. Maybe the rain is due. And I may just point out that we have still got all 15 human drivers and the 1 AI car, being Bjorn Voss, still going out on track. So nobody has retired from the session. Touch wood. Hopefully it stays that way to the end.
Mad's running very
easy.
Yeah,
easy down the straight. Look at the speed difference as well. He's carrying about 7 mile an hour more than Mad's there. Beautiful move, and already done. He's up to 5th. Oh, Deneen's made a mistake, has he, out front? Yes, he has, because Lixa's right on the back of him. That was 1.1 seconds. It's now 6/10, so that gap is halved within the space of the first 2 corners on this lap, on lap 11.
Yep, so I saw Deneen have a lock-up at time 1. I will be right back.
That's probably explaining why he has lost that gap then. Mad's now dropping back on Niels, who was definitely trying to fight through this traffic. He has got Storm and Glock ahead, who are keeping the gaps relatively the same. But now, I think the move that we are going to be going on board with is James Killer on Goldie. Ultra Softs on medium, so clear to me that James Killer will get the move done. Whenever that is, it'll probably be this lap at some point, possibly down the straight. Right, let me have a look. Ultra soft mediums will be a good strategy, comments Keelan in the comments. As my co-commentator just briefly goes off the mic. Lixa right on the back of Deneen coming out of turn 1. Not quite trying to get this move done, and doesn't go for the move, Lixa. So they stay as they are for now. James Killer right on the back of Goldie though, and they are coming onto the final corner, around the final corner now. This is going to be a good move, I think, from James Killer. He should have the speed going down the straight to try and capitalise, and he should win this position. Look at him.
No, he didn't catch as quickly as I thought he would.
Down the inside, Goldie's got to be aware of it. He's turning in for the corner. James Killer though up the inside. Perfect space given between both drivers there. James Killer passed. Goldie might try and get him back here. Doesn't go for it. James Killer now on the quicker strategy, and he's up to 8th place and making inroads onto S-Boy. All the guys ahead still got a pit. Where do you think he's going to be when all of these guys pit? I'm predicting around 4th or 5th.
Who?
James Killer, where do you think he's going to be when the top 7 pit? I think he'll be 4th and either between 3rd and 5th, I think.
Yeah, so that's between 3rd and 5th, James. That's 4th.
Between 3rd and 5th, so he'll be coming out relatively storm. Oh yeah, battle for the lead. Oh my god. Bjorn Voss's AI is getting in this as well, so it's actually a 3-way battle. Lixa going around the outside. Oh, yellow flag in sector 2. Is it Pelly by any chance? No, it's not.
I'm checking. No, I think it might have been Fidgeting Dragon because he was very slow through the
Yeah,
sprint,
Fidgeting Dragon. Yeah, he's made a mistake. He's just lost 6/10 on Pelly there. So that is probably him. Not having the best race, I've got to say, Fidgeting Dragon, after getting caught up in that bit of melee contact on lap 2, which we will investigate, of course, as does every investigation, every incident. But the battle for the lead hotting up as we approach 1/3 distance. In fact, we are through 1/3 distance with Deneen leading by 0.2 of a second. Lix has got pace tonight and he's looking to try and get a move done as suddenly a battle has came out of absolutely nowhere between Toad and Reb running down into turn 2. Toad getting the position done on Reb. In fact, Reb trying to go up the inside now. Not quite until gets the position.
All the gaps towards the back were within a second, and look, it's gone up to 6, 7.
Oh, Pelly! Oh, there's contact there. Pelly and Widlow Billy make contact. Pelly just losing it.
Lex has got a good run. No, he hasn't. He's gone very wide.
He's gone wide. He might just get the run off the corner, off the curb, but I don't think he's close enough. You want to ideally be within 0.3 coming out of the final corner to try and get a move completed round here. We saw this last night in A-League because most of the moves were completed by like 0.4 and under. Oh, Elixir looking up and again running out wide. He's just got to calm it down a little bit. Do you think, actually, he might be trying to wear out his tyres a little bit and try and force Deneen into a full sense of hope? Who picks up a 3-second time penalty. In the meantime, Lexer going down the inside. Oh my god, if he was going for it there. He could do. He's right alongside him. Go on, Lexer. Down the inside on Deneen.
They're still there.
They're still there. Both of them make it through the corner as well. This is brilliant stuff between Lixer and Deneen as the camera angle cuts away. Lixer has got past Deneen and probably one of the best one-on-one combat situations I've seen in B-League. Lixer gets the lead of the race. Fantastic spatial awareness between both drivers. But this is not over because Deneen is still in the back. Lixer gets through, but now, has he got the lead? Can he force the issue and try and go into the pits? This is what I was on about. Could he possibly go in the pits this lap? No, he's not. He's staying out on track. Deneen not staying, not thingy as well.
Oh, Lixer's so sideways from that last corner. I think Deneen was actually exactly the same through that.
Yeah, Deneen not really catching. Deneen not really catching up. Yeah, that is Glock in the back. All of this battling has let them catch up a little bit. Storm going in the pits. I think that'll be for a set of mediums to the end.
It's time for a meme there, sorry.
Yep, set of mediums for Storm.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Deneen into the back of Elixir. Deneen ran into the back of Elixir.
Has he got full wing damage? Right side in place?
I don't know. They were sort of mid-corner, so I don't think it was that hard.
No, he took that.
They're on even turns.
Yeah, he took that. Yeah, Deneen took that corner relatively flat, so I've got to say I don't think he's picked up any front wing damage, as that I've noticed, anyways.
Yeah, but James, they've both got 3-second time penalties. They're on even turns.
They have. I will just briefly check the race director to make sure that is the case. Yep, Lixer on 1, Deneen on 1, so both on 3 seconds worth of time penalties. S-Boy right on the back of Mads all of a sudden. He seems to be struggling. Oh, S-Boy! Oh, well recovered, but he's lost his front wing. Oh, dearie me. As soon as I come on board with him, it's commentator's curse at its finest. S-Boy just losing control of the car through the corner. And sadly, he will pit. Lixer is in from the lead of the race. Oh, wow.
Oh,
I had a feeling they'd be coming in around now, to be honest. I've been saying it for the last couple of laps. I had a feeling he'll try and go one stop. Mediums for Glock, mediums for Lixer. These guys will probably definitely get to the end from here. They should get to the end with about 70% tyre wear, I would think. But that puts, yeah, both championship leader and championship rival now lead the way in this race. Lixer has got out 4.5 seconds behind Niels. Cold tyres, they've got to be careful that they don't overheat the tyres coming out. Storm jumping Mads and S-Boy as predicted. Goldie and James Keller. This battle's coming from nowhere. In fact, was James Keller ahead of Goldie? I think he was, wasn't he? So those ultras definitely starting to wear. If I was James Keller, I would actually try and come in the pits, go back into 11th place, go for a set of mediums to be safe, and try and get to the end. That's what I would do. 19 laps on mediums would probably see about 65-70% tyre wear. So he should be fine.
Deneen stays out for another lap.
And he does stay for another lap. I was just checking my front door again.
And what's in that gap? It's currently 18 seconds.
Oh, Fidgeting Dragon and Reb going into turn 1. Reb's got the move done down the inside.
Billy's on the back of it.
Oh yeah, and old Stephen. This is a 4-car train. Goodness me, Fidgeting Dragon going down the inside of Reb. Trying to force the issue. I'm on board from old Stephen's point of view. Yeah, good driving there. Billy's just got to stay. Yeah, Billy's just got to stay calm and behind. Both of these guys might make mistakes, so he could take full opportunity on Fidgeting Dragon and Reb making these possible mistakes.
Down the inside. Billy's launched it down the inside.
Has he just launched that down the inside? Really? Was that a... Oh my god.
Jesus.
Launch it down the inside. I think Fidgeting Dragon was aware very late on. I'm not sure actually if he let him through, kind of. I'm not sure if he let him through. Fidgeting Dragon actually weaving, and he is just trying to, I think, get heat into those tyres. I think he might be coming in the pits this lap, possibly.
Deneen just made a mistake.
Has he?
Yeah.
15.4?
He needed to come in. He made a mistake coming through there, and then he was just revving it coming out the corner.
Oh yeah, he's coming in the pits. Yeah, he's coming in.
He needs to. Look where Lick is quite close, actually, saying.
This is, yeah, I think it's 19 seconds for pit stop, so I think Lix is going to be actually out ahead. Niels, is he responding? Yes, he is. Niels is in. Lix is coming around the final corner now. I think this is definitely Lix's by about 3 seconds.
Here comes Deneen out the pit.
Lix is there.
Lix,
yeah, about 3 seconds, I would say. And Glock is just in behind this as well. Yeah, so 1.9 seconds it looks like the gap is coming out of the pit. It's about 2.5, so I'm not too far off with my...
and he's jumped Glocky.
Niels is in. He has jumped Glocky, who did pit earlier on, of course. He might have to pit again. Storm, in turn, has came out in 4th place in all of this, with Niels pitting very late. And all really, really calm now out on track. James Killer has came in for a set of soft tyres. Maybe those will get to the end, I don't know. Toad will definitely have to pick, Goldie will definitely have to pick. But the good thing is, James Killer has came out back out in the point. He's on a slightly quicker tyre to the guys around him.
Billy's absolutely flying. He's now on the back of Red.
Let's have a look at his ERS. Oh, Stephen on Fidgeting Dragon. Clear move done. Yellow flag in Sector 2. That is not one of the leaders. Oh, Toad. Oh, and he spun at that dodgy right-hander. He's got caught on the curb there, hasn't he?
I presume so. I didn't see it. I just saw the yellow flags and went straight to him.
Yeah, he needs to pit. I think he's let S-Boy through, which is relatively good. Oh, Stephen and Fidgeting Dragon. Where's he going? Goodness me.
Oh, Stephen just threw it down the inside.
I'm not sure what's going on. They've got to just calm it down, I think, a little bit. Fidgeting Dragon and all Stephen. Not sure if there was contact early on in the race, or from the first race restart. Before we restarted it, of course.
I was just going to point out, Stephen is in a different car tonight.
Old Stephen is normally in a Red Bull, so I'm pretty sure. Anyways, let me check my list. Let me not check the TFRL GT Sport list.
That's really weird. Earlier it was showing him in a Sauber.
Are you sure that wasn't somebody else?
No.
Oh, Stephen's just done around the outside of Fidgeting Dragon, who is trying to maintain those tyres as much as possible. Nice move around the outside there by old Stephen. And they're going side by side into the final corner. Well, Stephen forcing the issue. Fidgeting Dragon's going around the outside here. Both staying within track limits. Both coming into contact. Very, very close there. They've just got to calm it down a little bit.
Oh, Billy and Reb.
Billy and Reb, look at this. Billy and Reb going around the outside. Billy going around the outside. Reb defending all in purpose. I think that was fair defensive driving there by Reb, and he keeps the position just about. Looked like Billy almost just turned into the corner, realising Reb was not on the inside. He then realised at the last minute and then changed his steering direction to the right rather than the left. So that's why they avoided contact there.
Where's Mads come from on the back of Goldie?
We did put 10 laps
Oh, he's coming
later.
down the outside, James.
Going down the outside, round the outside. He could go switch back.
He's going to, and he's...
Oh, side by side, he's just about... Has he got it? Yes, he has. Goldie just feathering off the throttle there to let him through. So, Mads, brilliant driving tonight we're seeing. I said we've got rid of the deadwood in the league, as in David Wallbank, and some of these moves that we've been seeing are absolutely sensational for this level.
Absolutely.
Absolutely brilliant. Let's come back to the battle with Reb and Billy in the meantime. We are on lap 935. He goes for a dive bomb. Realised that Reb was turning in for the corner. Never going to work. Toaders came out just behind these two, so this is not great for Toad, who, in all intents and purposes, looks like he might be out of the race at the minute. Gap for the lead. Is it coming down? I swear it was about 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, because they're not done for the race, indeed.
He has, and he's on 2 lap old.
There as well.
These three are starting to get very, very close together. It might be because Fidgeting Dragon is in the way of the leaders.
Oh.
He's letting them through, which is nice to see. He's got to let Glock through, his teammate. Which he should let him through after this corner here.
Yeah,
and that is exactly what he's doing. Good sportsmanship there between Fidgeting Dragon and the leaders of the race. And has Billy just tried to dive it down the inside once again a Reb? Because he's just got past him.
Yeah.
Three-way battle though for 11th place. This is for 11th place. Everyone is still going out on track, which is remarkable considering we're 20 laps into this race. Toad with a double toe, trying to get on the soft compound of tyre. He's going down inside. It's 3 wide into turn 1. I can't watch. Toad has gone on the inside of both of them. Oh, has he pulled it off? Please say he's pulled it off. Please say he's pulled it off. He has pulled it off. Oh, that is absolutely sensational from the 3 of them, but more especially Toad there, who's just dived it up the inside. All of a sudden, I'm cutting to the battle for the lead because it's now within 6 tenths.
What tyres are they on? They're on the same
Both on mediums, but Deneen is on 2 lap fresher tyres compared to Elixir. They're both going to the end, so this is going to be very, very close.
Deneen must be flying because he's pulled that gap to the Glock by almost a second and a half. Oh no, who's that?
I think I know Fidgeting Dragon. Yeah, Fidgeting Dragon off track. I think he might be giving up for the day.
Is that going to be a safety car?
No, I don't think there will be. He's got back underway though. I'm not sure. He's retired from the session. No motivation to continue there for Fidgeting Dragon. First retiree of the race though.
Deneen is absolutely flying. He's now on the back of Elixir.
Pelly has just gone up the inside of James Killer for 9th. Brilliant move. That was lovely. Just caught on the end of that. That was absolutely sensational. Once again, but now the battle for the lead, hotting up. Deneen has clearly got the pace back on these mediums. This is like a role reversal from earlier on in the race. Lixer had the pace on Deneen, now Deneen has the pace on Lixer, and I think in turn, Glock has got the pace on both of them because he is getting that gap back down to within 2 seconds. As Deneen's going to go down the inside into turn 1 for the lead of the race. The Irishman down the inside. Lixer was aware of the danger, tries to go for the switchback. He's got the run off the corner. The side by side now running down into turn 2. That's all Stephen in the way further down the track. Deneen holding the inside line, Deneen just getting caught on a little bit of the curb there, and Lixer gets through a little bit easier than expected, but still great driving between both of them.
This is phenomenal.
Are we in for a treat tonight? This is brilliant racing, this. Glock's going to make it a 3-way soon. That might have came across quite wrong on stream, so I will just repeat that. That Glock will make this into a 3-car train and a 3-way battle for the lead. I think that's what we're trying to say here. Oh, Stephen, just get out of the way of the leaders because we want to see this. We want to see this.
Oh, I thought so. No, that was Goldie that got it.
Oh, I thought Deneen was trying to go down the inside there. Flixer actually in the background of shot. Oh, Stephen.
Stephen's going to play a part. No,
yeah, he'll get out of the way on the straight. Oh, he's going in the pits. He's in the pits. He's got out of the way.
This has helped Lixer because Lixer's now got DRS.
He has got DRS. Deneen's got DRS, but he is within about 3.5 tenths. So that is close enough to actually get that gap that move done. He has got the slipstream. He's not closing enough because of that DRS. Billy is out of the race. I think he's crashed by himself there.
That'll be where these guys are approaching. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's gone straight on at turn 2.
Straight on at turn 2. Not sure what the reason was. Deneen trying to go down the inside of Lexa. Oh. These two beginning to battle, but Glock's just dropped off again. He's just outside of that 2-second threshold at the minute. I'll just keep on board with the penalty situation, actually, because I'm sure Glock is going to play a part in this. And indeed, all three of these guys, let me just double check, have got one penalty apart. Yes, they have. All top three's got one penalty apart.
Or slap my thighs and call me Mabel.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, but we are in for a right treat. We've got 12 laps of this, and this is going to be non-stop to the end of this race, unless something out of the ordinary happens. We're going to be seeing a tremendous, tremendous race between Lixa, Deneen and Glock for this win. Deneen trying to go for 3 wins in a row. Lixa trying to go for his second of the season. Glock trying to go for his second of the season. So this is going to be one of the best races, possibly the last 11 laps here.
Here's Deneen.
Is he going to go for it? Down the inside. Lixa is defended, but he will break and then go for the switchback again. Down the inside, produced perfectly once again. Deneen has got the car in front this time, though. Didn't quite pull it off. He's going round the outside of turn 2. Can he try and get the move here done? Sauber driver just forces the issue, forced him a little bit wide, and Deneen defends it well. And he is still in the lead of this race. But for how long? Lixa and Glock breathing down his neck.
Oh, F-Boy's gone deep.
S-Boy's gone deep. Pigeon Dragon leaves the session.
Yep, he's not very happy about something. He has put a message out.
Right, well, we'll investigate that obviously after the race. Pelly just weaving off track there a little bit, but he's right on the back of S-Boy running down the straight. This could be a move done for the Force India driver. He's going to have to go around the outside here.
2 right moves from S-Boy, but he's got the move
done.
Oh,
has he got it done? And a half move there. Brilliant. Absolutely sensational. Again, these guys are putting on a show. This is brilliant stuff.
This was the well-deserved Christmas break that everyone needed.
Well-deserved Christmas break. I think everyone on track tonight, everyone's still going at least, have upped their game, and they've upped their game in a half, because it is absolutely unbelievable racing, and this may be going down as the race of the season so far. Lixa again, just trying to close up on Deneen, but those 2 lapped fresher tyres for Deneen is going to play a part. He's now beginning to launch away from Lixa. I don't think Glock has got enough pace at the minute to try and get to these two. If these two were to battle really, really hard and aggressive for the last 10 laps of this race, Glock would play a massive part in this race. All 3 of these drivers have got 3-second time penalties, so they are all gunning it to the end of this race, quite literally. Oh.
So many things we need to discuss after this race.
So many things we need to discuss. Yeah, we'll have a discussion behind the scenes, of course. There's only 20 past 8. It feels later than this.
Oh, really? I feel like this race has gone too quick.
It has gone so quick. It's probably because we've restarted it. This race, it's because we didn't have qualifying, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, Lixa going deep at the second to last corner, losing time on Deneen there, the Irishman, trying to go for his 3rd win of the season. Lixa, not close enough, I don't think, for a move here. No, he's just out of that.
Definitely up.
Yeah, he is just out of that thing. I'm just having a look. Yeah, we are definitely still live. Couldn't see the stream for a minute there. Let's have a look at the comments. Deneen should have came in to pressure Lixa. Reb was in P4 before the restart. I'm watching the race on Reb's share play, quite fun, with Billy hitting his rear pretty much through every single corner.
Okay.
Well, I hope they're not getting into sexual relations out on track. I mean, Billy is out of the race, so that relationship has ended quickly. So, Rebel by himself down in 12th there behind Toad, who I think has just made a little mistake on the softs, just dropping off briefly on James Killer. thought you were going to say something. That beautiful helicopter shot, though. Right on board with the front two.
Yeah.
S-Boy not getting any...
Victor.
Yeah, S-Boy... But further down the field, S-Boy not really getting further into Pelly's advantage there. It's 1.1 and that gap is extending now. So that battle is over, and literally I think we're just going to be watching the front two right to the end of this race. Lixer now, is he close enough? I don't think he is. No. He's got no chance. If this straight was longer and it just lasted for a little bit longer, that's what Lixer would be wanting, to try and attack Deneen into turn 1. He's not close enough, and he's definitely not close enough into turn 2 here. He's just got to sit and hope that Deneen makes another mistake and just lets him come back into it. What'd you say there, sorry?
So we can, so Lixer can Lixer it and send it.
Yeah, Lixer can Lixer it and send it. Obviously, have a go Rocco not racing tonight on this restart. But let's take it from the TV pod. As I accidentally get rid of my... oh, I've got rid of everything there, goodness me.
Triangle.
You sure it's triangle? Yeah, I'm getting rid of everything, but I want to switch between broadcast and TV pod. There is a way you can do it.
R1.
R1. Oh yeah, got it. Lovely.
Jesus Christ, I'm barely on F1 and I know more than you. I'm joking.
Oh, I know. I want to provide the views with the best action, obviously, of course. We are going on to lap 28 out of 35 here in the Hungaroring. We are 4/5 way through the distance. Deneen now a second clear. Lixer not got DRS on this lap. And that is crucial, I think, for the end of this race, because I think Deneen has now just pulled out enough of a gap to try and just get to the end out in front. He's on 2 lap pressure tyres, and that is helping him get to the end. Who did I predict for the win, by the way?
I don't know, I was in and out.
Oh yeah, you weren't here. Who did I predict? Oh, I went Glock for the win. Deneen second, and somebody third. Somebody else was third.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh? Uh-oh what?
I lost all connection for half a second.
Yeah, your mic is lagging a little bit, but we're still fine. We're still trooping on as a twosome, and this race, as every grain of track goes by, we get nearer and nearer to the end. Deneen running wide there, and this is going to put Lixer in a better position than what is the case the last lap around, because he was out of DRS range. He could still be out of DRS range coming through the final corner. DRS line is here, so let's have a look. There's the DRS line, and he's within DRS by about 0.2 per second there. Deneen again running wide, maybe just overheating the tyres. Lixer looking a lot closer than what looks like the times here. He's closing in, he could launch it. He is launching it down the Lixer and send it down into turn 1. Deneen holding around the outside, he wasn't going to pay that off. But he could get it down into turn 2. He's going to have to be forced around the outside. I'm taking it from his point of view. Deneen defends it well. Trying to go for a switchback now. Lixer on the run through turn 4. Now up the hill into turn 5. And they're going to be side by side coming through here. No way on this side by side through here. Lixer had to go wide there. There was no option about it. Deneen holds on for the lead. I think Lixer could have just gone into the back. He's just losing control of the car now as well. He could have just backed off that and then put Deneen in a pressurised position where he could have made a mistake there. But still, with 6 laps to go, and as every grain of track goes by, this is a phenomenal end of this race.
It is the only battle we have on track now, with the F-Boy Pelly battle now up to 2.5 seconds between them.
Yep, Goldie, watch out for him. I have a feeling he might get the puncture before the end of this race. He's on 23 lap all mediums, because this will make 30 lap all mediums go, so he is going to be going on the same strategy as him, with 5 laps to go, and sorry, 6 laps to go now. We go on to lap 30, and Deneen leads from Lixer, who is a little bit closer this time around. He's not going to be close enough. Yeah, it's not even close enough. And in fact, looking at the ERS usage, there's about 10% difference between the leader and second, as Lixer ran wide into turn 1.
Went far too deep. I think that's it now. I think his tyres have gone.
Do you think?
Yeah, he lost half a second in that first corner.
Yeah, but he did lock up. It looked like he did lock up, because I was watching him there. And now 1.1 seconds as I just get a lemon menthol out. Oh, actually, do you know why he's losing the time? He's saving up his ERS.
Oh, I tell you what,
He's got on zero.
through there, though.
Lixa's got it on 0, so he's just holding back, saving up his ERS. Deneen is running ERS mode 2, so already Lixa's got about 15% difference.
Glock's flying.
He's not. It's around 4. It's always been around 4 seconds. It's just Lixa is saving up his ERS, and Glock now beginning to come back into things, but the gap is still like varying between 3 seconds and 2.5, which it's now down at. And in fact, if we go back to earlier on in the race, I think Glock's advantage was, what, 1.3? So it's doubled that within the space of about 10 laps. Now, I'm not going to put a prelude on things, but I think this could be the top 3 here in these positions. Just have a feeling Lixa now just used up a little bit more of his ERS. He's at 35% ERS, Deneen on 29, so there is about a 10% difference still between that ERS usage. Glock on 21, so he's actually got less than these two ahead. That's why he's been pushing so much to try and catch back up.
Oh. I think Lixa's tyres are gone now, James.
Yeah, Lixa's tyres definitely starting to go. I may ask the disliker of the stream, thank you very much for disliking the stream. I wonder who that could be. Wild guess. Oh, Stevens pitted, by the way, down in 13th place. Not his race today. He has gone on for ultra soft, so he might get the fastest lap, and that might pick him up a point. Yeah, I think Lixa's tyre is definitely now going. He's on 17 lap all mediums. Oh, look how wide he's got at turn 1. Surely Glock is going to be close. Right at the end of this race, with 4 laps to go, including this one.
All of those tyres between Lixa and Glock are about worn.
Yeah.
As the carpet in my house, I don't know.
Oh dear. But anyways, Niels I don't think is going to be closing in any further. So, and if Deneen holds on to this lead, I think Deneen's going to be out in front by 6 points going into the next race, which is Spa-Francorchamps.
Can't wait for that.
100 and, yeah. It was 130 for Niels, 121 for Deneen. So 148. Lixa losing it there. Oh, I caught that. Just had a huge kick of oversteer. That's a Ferrari coming in the pits. That's Reb coming in. Toad is also in on a set of ultras. He's going to be coming out actually, possibly in this traffic. He's going to be out behind Glock hopefully here. And that is exactly the case, I think, because there's Glock going through turn 1 and Toad just came out behind him. That is decent, but Toad can fight for the position if he wants to. There's no I have no obligations to seeing that at all, even though it might ruin battles. There's none at the minute, so if he wants to fight for the position, he can fight for the position and try and get himself unlapped on quicker tyres. 2 seconds a gap, yeah, it's just sort of stabilised in the last 5 laps or so. Deneen now leading from Lixa. Glock definitely, I think, safe now for top 3. Deneen absolutely feathering the throttle through the S section, just trying to manage those tyres to absolute perfection. But as it stands at the minute, he's going to be winning his 3rd race in a row. Britain, Germany and Hungary on the bounce. As it stands, hopefully he can manage those tyres to the end, and hopefully he can win this race. With 2 laps to go, Deneen leads. Lixa 1.8 seconds gap, just fluctuating once again. Glock not getting any closer. Not really any battles going on. Maybe, just maybe, Pelly could get Goldie further down the order. Oh, look how slow Goldie is through there. Goodness me. going so slow. He's feathering the throttle through there. Look at how Pelly's going.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's... hang on.
I'm hoping that he's left us on board with Pelly. Let me commentate on this as closes in once again on the second to last corner there. Does Pelly. I'll tell you what, he's got good traction. He's right on the back of Goldie now. Right on the back. It's the Force India. Going to get a good run out of here. DRS open. Won't even need it. Great drive out of the last corner there for Pelly. Goldie switches back right in behind under the gearbox. If he'd have gone down the inside, probably would have made it stick. But Pelly gets caught on the inside curve, but has the DRS and will instantly pull away. So good driving between these two. Just checking the gaps between everyone. This is now the only battle, if it's even a battle anymore, on track. So let's flip through and see what's going on. Yeah, this is pretty much the closest. Oh, Pelly's gone! Pelly has spun! Oh no!
I was running ball with Goldie there. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, and he's totally round. Yeah. He's losing. He's not going to lose points. I think he's going to...
My sister walked in.
Oh dear. We're on the final lap anyways, and Deneen leads by 1.8 seconds. I was running on board with Goldie through there.
Oh, man. Wait, hang on. Was Goldie the one...
Goldie was behind him. Pelly? Goldie was behind him when he spun. I literally came into my room and just heard you and Pelly spun! Bloody hell. Goodness me.
Commentary nailed.
Commentary nailed. Licks are running wide there. His tyre's definitely going off. But Deneen is going to be picking up a he's going to pick up his third win of the season, and it's 3 wins on the banks for him. In fact, I think it might be his 4th win of the season, is it? Yeah, Spain. Spain was his first win. Now it's going to be his 4th win. 3 on the trot. Deneen absolutely flying. He's going to be taking the championship lead, coming round the final corner. The Irishman, Deneen, the rebirth of Deneen. He wins here in Hungary. Licks are in 2nd, Glock in 3rd. A fantastic race from all 3 of them, and they've full-on deserved that podium. Storm coming around in 4th. He's had a very, very quiet race. I think Pelly might have spun again coming around the final corner there. He has just lost a little bit of time to James Killer. Storm coming across the line in 4th. Great drive from him. Niels, championship leader, former championship leader now. He is going to be coming across the line in 5th place. He's got a 3-second time penalty to boot. Mads has had a quiet race in 6th. He's made those tyres go relatively well into the race. And he's going to be coming across the line in 6th place. Goldie coming across the line in 7th on 30 lap all mediums, similar to what Kazizel did last night. Goldie coming across the line in 7th. I may just add that Toad and Reb have already finished in 11th and 12th. S-Boy now coming around the final corner in 8th. Oh, and he's 600ths off getting 7th. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Oh, James Keller coming across the line in 9th. What could have been for him, actually? He had a brilliant race for the majority. Pelly now just taking it easy, coming around the final 2 corners with his front wing damage. Unfortunate for that spin, but he is still going to pick up a crucial point in the championship. Pelly.
1 point Pelly.
1 point Pelly coming across the line in 10th place, and that is your fix for TFRL B League over for this week. What a race.
Yeah.
Maybe not as good as Monaco with Niels. But this race has been up there. Some brilliant overtaking, and everyone has stepped up their game since the Christmas break, since the New Year as well. First race for TFRL B League. Deneen celebrates his 3rd win here in TFRL. His 4th win in TFRL B League. And his 3rd win on the bounce, and now he is a serious championship contender. And I've got to be honest now, there was a poll up on TFRL Twitter. If you haven't checked it out, I think the votes might have ended, but it was, can Niels hang on to his championship lead to the end of the season? He hasn't even lasted 1 race without losing that championship lead, so I think Deneen now in the prime spot to take this. He wins here in Hungary. Lixa in 2nd. Who's your driver of the day going to go to, though? Difficult.
Yeah, they all just did exceptionally well today, so it's difficult to pick one. Probably Storm actually for sort of comeback king probably.
Yeah.
From his previous
Glock,
results.
Storm, Niels, Mads, Glocky, Goldie, S-Boy, James Killer, Pelly, top 10, Toad, Reb, Ul Steven, and Bjorn Voss further down the order. And we lost Billy
Yeah,
and
and
Fidgeting Dragon earlier on.
Storm did not get a penalty.
Storm did not get a penalty. In fact, a few drivers didn't get a penalty in that race. And absolutely fantastic, I've got to say, to see 13 drivers still in the lobby at the end. I think that might be the biggest finish for B-League all season, if I remember rightly. So that is an absolutely fantastic race. Sadly, no GT3 Championship tomorrow. It's been put back 2 weeks. But your next fix for TFRL action will be next Friday. TFRL A-League Round 13, we take to the historic Spa-Francorchamps for that race. I can't wait. Ballboy will be alongside me on Friday as per usual on a Friday now. And Mr. F6, you will obviously be here next weekend on Saturday for TFRL B-League Round Belgium. Are you looking forward to it?
Wait, hang on, what day Saturday?
Belgium next Saturday.
Yeah, what's the date for it?
13th.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Oh no, sorry, the 12th. Sorry, the 12th.
That's even better, that's fine.
Right, that is perfect. Yeah, I don't think I've got any notices to be going through. If you haven't signed up for TFL GT3 Championship, and this is going towards like the sort of guys that have actually signed up but haven't got a teammate, like Deneen, put down your entry. We'll try and find you a teammate. I'm not being host of this lobby, thank you very much.
I've been booted from the lobby.
You've just been booted from the lobby, oh dear.
From the lobby.
Yeah, but Deneen, if you are signing up for the championship, try and find a teammate that will be attending 100% of the races, ideally. We're going to be splitting because of the amount of sign-ups, we're going to be splitting into Pro and Pro-Am. I'm not sure if you want to go into more detail about this.
Yep, so we're going to be doing some evaluations. The fastest, the fastest half of the drivers from the evaluation will of course take the pro slots on the pro division, and then we'll have the Pro-Am division, which will race straight after the pro division. Both will be hosted by us. Yeah, it's all down to halves. It'll be there was a bit of controversial contact that we had that about teammates. That if you can't race your teammate, what's the point of having teams? Guys, give it your all. Just make sure that you can drag each other into the same category. Really, the fairest way that we could do it. There will be required decals to go on the cars. That'll just be decals for Pro and Pro-Am, but that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Fidgeting Dragon is one of the issues I think we're going to discuss after this, but he has put up a tweet saying, I will no longer be racing in TFRL F1 League for the foreseeable future until I feel that I am ready. I will still take part in the GT3 Championship. So let me sort out with him directly what that might entail. If he is going to be leaving us, I totally respect his decision, but that is actually quite positive. I think him leaving will obviously bring in a reserve. So we've got Glock and Bjorn Voss currently as our two main B-League reserves, so they will probably take priority for the full-time seats that we've got available, and I will try and look into getting Pelly a full-time seat as well this week. So that might clarify that up. I will talk to Fidgeting Dragon, see if he wants to try and stay on. It will be a great shame to lose. I mean, he's probably one of the most improved drivers this season by a mile. So it comes as a bit of a shock to me that he's thinking of leaving. I mean, he's 7th in the championship, 67 points coming into tonight. He's had one bad race and he's scored points for 8 races consecutive. I would personally say take this race as it was because we're not going to be rerunning it. And then focus on the next race in Belgium and try and give you all there. And he is ahead of Rocco in the championship, and if we did have that first restart, he would have been ahead of him. But yeah, we'll talk about that in private. But unless you've got anything to say?
No, that's pretty much it. Just looking forward to the rest of the season for F1, and looking forward to the GT3 Championship.
Oh yes, and I may also want to put on the live on the stream that we have 2 ILRT GT drivers joining us in GT3s, which are, I forgot their names, which is absolutely fantastic. J-Luke 111, an ILRT Mat 3R or EVR Mat 3R. I know Mat 3R from competing in ILR 3 on F1, and a very good GT Sport driver. Not quite familiar with J-Luke, but they are welcomed in the community, as is everyone here in TFRL, and we cannot wait to see them racing once here. Another esports team joining us, along with a couple of guys from AZR, and I can exclusively reveal to Mr. F6 that Superhero was now part of the AZR team.
Okay.
Which just came as a bit of a shock because K&K Dot's obviously there as well. So we've got 4 esports drivers racing with us in GT3s.
Could play tactics into the...
Could play tactics, yeah. Could play tactics, indeed. But for myself and Elliot, we'll sign off now. Thank you very much for watching and tuning in. Don't forget us to like, comment, and do you see that little notification bell that is on your iPad or tablets or whatever? Just click that, and that'll show you when we're live, which will be next Friday, 7 o'clock. TFRL A-League is our next race, and our next stream. TFRL B-League next weekend as well, both around Belgium. And until then, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, and this is for Reb especially, goodbye!